Welcome back to Reading Between the Lies. Okay, our topic today is the vaccine. Again. For one, this week, I believe the CEO of Pfizer came out in an interview and said that the first two vaccines have limited protection, if any. Okay? Would you buy something that has limited protection, if any? Like, say you're going out to buy a brand new car and the seatbelt has limited protection, if any. Or buying birth control or even a condom. I wouldn't buy it. I want pretty good percentage of, protection. At least 75% protection, okay? And that's pushing it. But he said that, and Dr. Fauci has stated kids in hospitals, majority of them are in for other things. They just happen to have COVID. They're not in because of COVID. So he backpedaled on that. Is it because a lot of Americans are getting aware of what's really going on, that all this is just political? Has been for probably the past year or so. But if I remember when Trump was president and the vaccine was just coming out, Kamala Harris and Biden both said they wouldn't take it while Trump was president. They wouldn't trust anything that came out while Trump was president. And now you're like public enemy number one if you haven't had the vaccine. It's like they're trying to start a war with the vaccinated against the unvaccinated. Biden pretty much said that himself, that it was an epidemic of the unvaccinated. Best way to get rid of an epidemic is to kill it, like I said in a previous video. So they're still villainizing people who aren't vaccinated, even if they've had COVID, because your immune system is a great defense mechanism. It gets a virus, it learns from the virus, it builds up an immune. So when the next time you get the virus, you don't get as sick as the first time. And mind you, I've had it twice. First time was asymptomatic, they said. Second time, yes, it was full blown. I had most of the symptoms. Okay, I felt like garbage. But I got through it. Didn't go to the hospital, nothing like that. Drank a lot of vitamin C and stuff, Why don't they preach the best way to get rid of or to beat the virus is to get in shape, become more healthy, all that stuff. And mind you, I'm telling you something I don't even really preach or do myself, okay? For example, yes, I do work out a bit, not as anywhere near as much as I should. I eat ham sandwiches constantly. I'll make like 7 sandwiches for work. All ham sandwiches. Not real healthy at all. But that's me. Okay. So, like I used to say way back in the day when I was young, if I give you advice and you see that I'm not taking it, it's probably some good advice. Because I rarely take my own advice. But they should be pushing getting in shape, getting more healthy, getting off all the junk food, stop smoking, all this stuff that kind of hurts your immune system. But they don't do any of that stuff. They don't tell you anything of preventive medicine, That's why a lot of people can't take it serious, because the best way to beat a virus is to try to be healthy. Take your vitamin C, all these different vitamins, do all that stuff. It'll really help in the long run. But they keep pushing this vaccine, even though, everything's starting to crumble around them horribly. Like, Pfizer wanted to keep their documents sealed for at least 75 years before they could be unsealed. The court shot that down and said no. They have to, I guess, get reveal their, documents in that within 8 months. So I wonder what these documents will actually reveal. Okay? Because all of this is getting to become nonsense. On both sides. Democrat, Republicans, all these politicians all said how they've been vaccinated and all that. Here's a conspiracy theory. Who knows if they actually have? We didn't put the vaccine in the needle. We don't know if the vaccine was in the needle. It could have been saline or something. We don't know. I know it's a conspiracy theory, but honestly, nobody really knows. Except for whoever injected and the person receiving the injection. And person receiving the injection, they really don't know. Because look at all these tests that scientists do. With people. They'll give one person the actual medication, another person a Zebo, whatever you call it. Or they'll give one person a shot, another person saline. They don't tell them which one actually had the medication, which one didn't. So, to make a long story a little shorter, who are we to say? People keep, well, not everybody, but if you've had the COVID, and even Omicron or whatever, I'm pretty sure your immune system is learning how to fight it. So if the CEO of Pfizer is telling the truth that the first 2 doses have limited defense, if any, against COVID, my money would be on your own immune system would be the best bet. Would probably have a stronger defense against the virus. That's just my money. Okay? Because I see all these people that get the shots still get the virus. And they shun people who haven't been vaccinated. Like, we need to stay safe. You've had the shot. You should be safe. Okay? And say, for example, if every human being on this planet has gotten the shot. Okay? People that have had the shot still get COVID. Therefore, you can still pass it to everybody that's already been vaccinated. So that's not getting rid of the virus. That's just, you have vaccine. Virus is still jumping from one person to another. Okay? But keep in mind, my theory is there's going to be at least one more pandemic coming out of the virus. And it's going to be around November. So everybody has to mail-in ballot, vote. It always seems to work that way around election time. It'll be that. America's super, super freaking racist. But yet we have all these Hispanics trying to get in here from the southern border. And all these black individuals faking hate crimes. And I'm talking about the ones that have been proven to be fake. Okay? When in reality, come on, America's really that racist. You don't have to fake a hate crime. I'm starting to believe, well, I've believed for quite a while, the most racist people are the ones who bitch about racism. Honestly. Like, you watch the news, everything has to do with race. You go to a Klan meeting, everything has to do with race. See a connection there? Everybody that talks about racism every single day are probably the first people that are actually racist. Because if you're not racist, why even talk about it? You know? Well, with that, I'm going to sign out. Keep your family safe, yourself safe, and have a good night, okay? Cheerio. Adios.